And now, ladies and gentlemen, Corvette Ronnie! There it is! In his A's uniform today. Go A's! Welcome to Men Are So Smart. Nice to have you here. I'm Lou Gallagher.
I'm Corvette Ronnie.
And this is the show done by guys, for guys that women seem to enjoy. We try to shed a little light on life's experiences and bring to life some of the differences between men and women. Today, our topic, an interesting article I found, you're happiest in life at these two ages.
The day you buy a boat and the day you sell a boat?
I thought it was motorcycle, but yes.
The day your son is born and the day he moves out?
Okay, let's go with that one. Throw that. All right. Corvette Ronnie is rolling. Here we go. Happiness rises and falls throughout a lifetime. A scientific report reveals the two ages when people are happiest. But don't worry, if you're somewhere in between, we've got health tips to boost joy at any age. Have I piqued your curiosity yet? Good. Yeah. Peaked. P-E-A-Q-U-E. Peaked.
I think it's P-I, but I'm not sure.
We don't have a fact check team.
I'm hooked on phonics. I'm not quite there.
It seems that life is a constant pursuit of happiness, but when do we ever reach true bliss? According to a 2013 survey, the closest we'll likely get to happiness is age 23. And then again, but not until 69. Luckily, there are some scientific ways to increase your well-being during all of that time in between, which we'll cover now. According to the study, life happiness follows a U-shaped curve, steadily plummeting after 23 before plateauing in adulthood and then rising again later in life. For the research, a team from the London School of Economics interviewed 23,000 German adults, that's where they went wrong, between the ages of 17 and 85, and asked them if they drank beer. No, asked them how happy they were with their lives, as well as how they predicted they would feel in 5 years. Then 5 years later, the same people were asked to report their actual life happiness. Now, let's take a pause here and talk about this.
23. Wow.
You don't know anything.
You know nothing.
You don't even know what you don't know.
I didn't even have a great job at 23. Why would I be super happy at 23?
Well, maybe it has something to do with the graduation of college in or around that area. Some people are late bloomers.
Yeah.
Not quite sure. Now, and a lot of people are married at a young age, too.
True, not me.
No, but I was married at 21, I think. Okay. And that marriage lasted 8 years. So it wasn't one of them.
It's a pretty good run.
Run it up the flagpole, run it back down.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Yeah. So in my way of thinking, there are some significant birthdays. I'm not sure if 1 year is necessarily better than the next. For instance, your 16th birthday,
the best,
is pretty cool.
Yeah.
In most cases, you get your driver's license.
Yeah.
And really what that is a slip of paper, or nowadays a credit card looking thing, that buys you freedom. That's 16. You can smell freedom.
Boy, it opens up your world.
Yeah. The possibilities are endless.
Yeah.
So 16, definitely significant birthday. No doubt about it. Then again, at 18, I think you have another
pretty
peak.
Significant. You can vote.
Yeah.
You can be drafted.
You could be. In some states, you can drink.
Yeah.
I think still in Hawaii you can.
Yeah, I'm not really sure.
Okay. So 16 and 18. 21.
There's the biggie.
Man, oh man. I remember my 21st birthday. I was in a bar before 9 a.m. It was the Vagabond over on Fulton Avenue.
Dang.
Oh, yeah. And it was happy hour.
It's a happy hour all day there.
Yeah. What, do you remember your 21st birthday?
Bits and pieces of
Oh,
it.
yeah, I'll bet.
Yeah, it was at the apartments there, Kingsway
Mhm.
Apartments, and I kind of checked out around 9 p.m. and they carried me up to my apartment.
That was
Uh,
back in the day when Corvette Ronnie used to be kind of a partier.
I drank a little bit back those days.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't know exactly what happened.
yeah. I came to realize that there was no winning in
Yeah.
that. You're gonna drink and you're gonna lose.
All right, so 21, definitely a significant birthday. Then for me, a couple of years passed, and then I turned 25. And in my life, when I turned 25, I had my first son.
Oh yeah,
So that was definitely a plateau.
yeah,
But then, see, now you're starting to acquire years. 30 is the next significant one.
yeah.
I think maybe at 35, maybe not. Definitely at 40.
It's all the decades.
Yeah.
And
And then when you turn 50,
right,
and so then I guess for us, the next plateau would be 60.
Yeah.
So those were the plateau years, or at least significant years in my life. What about you?
Pretty much the same, but then also the year that you retire. So for me, that was 56.
For me, that'll be never.
It's pretty significant. I mean, it's, again, I'm not 100% retired, but there are a lot of days that I get to sleep in now that I never got to before.
Yeah.
So that was a pretty big year for me. And then the next one will be 62, when that'll be the year that Vicky can fully retire, and if Social Security is still there by then, we'll get a little extra, kick in the paycheck. But those were definitely, I mean, and of course all the other ones too, the 16, 18, 21. 25 was pretty significant because my insurance went down.
All right.
And my insurance was sky high. I had a few moving violations back in the day as well. So at 25, if you can keep your nose clean and stop signing on the line, yeah, your insurance rates drop at 25.
You want to know more about Corvette Ronnie? Go back to episode 2.
Yes. Yeah.
It's called I Fought the Law and the Law Won.
Yeah, I did win.
All right, back to our article. These results may be biased by young people's tendency to overestimate future happiness and older people's tendency to underestimate future happiness. For example, younger people in the study expected bright futures, whereas in reality, their well-being decreases with age. However, in old age, volunteers predict their happiness to further plummet, whereas in reality, it actually increases. And I think what they're talking about there is grandchildren.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I don't hold this up to compare here, but I'm very fortunate in that I have 2 grandkids. Ronnie doesn't have any yet.
Not yet.
I came over here today to push his daughter, and
we're working on it.
That's
Yeah.
She's not going to listen to me.
She's not listening to anybody.
Yeah, I wouldn't think so. She's got a mind of her own.
She is her own person.
However, if you are neither 23 nor 69, there is still hope for you achieving some kind of happiness. For example, upping the ante in the bedroom may result in increased happiness. Whoa! The rumors are true. More sex can increase overall happiness. Ain't nobody got time for that.
Who's going to cut my lawn?
Exactly.
I'm having all this sex, my lawn. I'm going to have to hire a gardener.
I got to change my oil all the
Damn.
time. All right. For example, a study published earlier this year found that it was not the direct act of sex, but rather the time spent cuddling, and being affectionate afterwards, that led to increased happiness among sexually active couples. Is this article suggesting we cuddle?
Shut the front door. Okay, let's not go there.
Cuddling.
It's overrated.
Man card, please. Man card.
Yeah.
Even if you don't have a special someone to hop into bed with, simply spending time with those you feel close to and hugging them can boost happiness by increasing levels of oxytocin, the love hormone in our brain.
You know what? My dogs do not like to cuddle, so that's off the table right there.
Okay,
Not big cuddlers.
go make a note. In addition, other simple health tips to help increase happiness at any age include simply eating better.
Yeah.
I know you try to do that.
Yeah.
For example, research suggests that eating more fruit and vegetables can actually increase overall happiness. Walking has also been found to improve well being and reduce levels of stress. Two key ways to boost joy.
And you know what? I have to tell you, having just started revisiting the gym,
Mhm.
there is a something that's released in your body, some endorphins that, boy, when you come out of the gym, you're tired, but you are feeling pretty good about yourself. And that lasts for several hours afterwards.
Question?
Okay?
Um,
These gyms that I talk about?
yes.
What is it?
Go on. Please explain.
It's a big building with a lot of exercise equipment
Oh,
inside.
that place I drive by every day.
Yes.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
place.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Wow. Well, you and I are on different pages there, I can tell you.
And honestly, it's not really that enjoyable by yourself. If you have a buddy to go with, which I do have now, it makes it just a little bit better. Before, you can only listen to your music on your iPhone for so many hours, and then you're done. So having somebody to talk to is way better.
You know, I am so picky about what I eat. It drives my wife bonkers.
Yeah.
Sometimes in the Gallagher compound, we have myself, my wife, my son who's 21, almost 22, my daughter, her husband, and a baby. And there are nights where, for instance, the whole family wants to have spaghetti.
Right.
That should be an easy meal, right? No, I don't like spaghetti.
Really?
Really.
Oh my God.
I'm not. Let me clarify. In terms of eating healthy, I have trouble eating tomato sauce.
Okay.
It gives me horrible heartburn.
Yeah.
And as we were just mentioning, as you acquire years, you tend to learn what foods those are to avoid them.
The triggers. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, my wife finds herself sometimes making 2 or 3 different meals.
So let me just throw this out there. Do you know what the most widely used prescription drug is? Pepsid AC. Well,
Really?
yes. AC is it's over the counter.
Mm-hmm.
But that is the most widely used drug is Pepsid AC.
I had that prescribed to me for a while, and I was taking it on a regular basis and was not experiencing any heartburn whatsoever. And then something happened with my insurance. I don't recall what it was, but they said that if you want to get that, you're now going to have to buy that over the counter.
Yeah.
Well, it seemed like my heartburn stopped for a long time.
Right.
And it's back now.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I've got some upstairs. I'll throw you one before you leave.
My wife made some enchiladas last night.
Oh, nice.
Just as good this morning.
Then you didn't have any? You could have brought one with you.
You would have enjoyed them. They were delicious, but I regret. All right, so there you go. You're going to experience different happy points in your life just because the story says 23 and 69. That doesn't mean that it's going to fall in those years. You could be plus or minus 50.
Some of us won't even be here at age 69.
Why are you looking at me that way?
Sorry. that did just happen.
All right, that's going to wrap up another episode of Men Are So Smart.
Bingo.
Thanks much for watching. I'm Lou Gallagher.
Corvette Ronnie.
We'll see you next time. Bye-bye, everybody.